Hello, welcome back. Thank you for being here. We're going to jump into a quick reading for Sagittarius. So let's go ahead and see what the vibe is tonight for Sagittarius tribe. Okay, split the deck on karma, haystack. You'll reap what you have sown. So if you're sowing good seeds, or maybe you're really reconsidering what you're planting, okay, you could be overcoming something, Sagittarius. You could have had someone new enter your life in the past, or the past year or something like that. This could be somebody with darker features. Doesn't have to be. There could be something important like a new job or raise. This could have been a very passionate connection. Could have been very quick though as well. Heated, sparked. Could have been arguments, fights, a lot of passion, or a lot of drive. Mars aspects in this industry could be relevant. Maybe a position of authority or person of authority. Sag. Maybe this person distracted you from the basics in the past, or yeah, you could be conceiving a new idea or just working on something, an enterprise, a project, a group, an activity. This could be with somebody who's younger, maybe potentially, than the masculine in the past. Something more. Caterpillar. Maybe you're not a caterpillar anymore kind of energy. Interesting. Sag. Shrewdness, resourcefulness, especially in business. Could have been dealing with somebody arrogant or boastful that you could have dropped trouble, accusations in the reverse, stepping into a new experience. So you could be stepping into an experience without those trouble or accusations or dramas. Maybe you've matured. Exactly. Older woman here. You could be a feminine here, especially if you're dealing with a lack of satisfaction in your life in the past when you were younger. Anything else for Sag before I close out? This could have been a Scorpio. Somebody left your life. The end of a situation. Sagittarius. Could be going, or could have went through a period of frustrations. Okay, any clarification? Anything else for Sag? Money path. The path of money is waiting for you to find it. You will receive a gift. Protection from a powerful friend. Do not be tempted to lower your standards. Maybe you're going to reap the rewards of good decisions, of moving away from something, moving into greater peace and harmony. Especially if something was impacting you. Somebody could be helping you, could be meeting somebody new. Anything else for Sag? There could be a change in your home, real estate, or it could be just a sense of emotional home. Or maybe you've renovated your house or something like that. It looks like there's a honor and respect will come to you with the crown here. So maybe you're kind of crowning yourself, or there is something here about becoming more mature. Let's go ahead and read this. So from the caterpillar to the crown. A golden crown encrusted with jewels appears in front of the cuirass. So maybe there's something about maturing as well. The symbol indicates you will soon receive the honor and respect that's been due to you for some time. This could be associated with the number 8. It could be something to do with money, specifically your job, work, career. Okay, let's go ahead and pull from here for Sag. Ladybug. Oh, interesting. It looks like you're moving beyond some kind of stagnation with boundaries here. Interesting. Anything else for Sag? Safety. You could be communicating with somebody, or communicating in a way that ensures your safety. Butterfly. Hope. And we have hawk. Very high flying creatures for sure. And bee. Alright. And dragonfly on the top. Balance. So a lot of flying creatures there. Number 13 could be relevant. Perching with a delicate grace, the dragonfly is a symbol of balance, nimble, and attuned as a dancer. So there could be something about your intuition that could be helping you, especially with the moon in Pisces today. It moves effortlessly through the air, shifting direction with ease. Pansies are named for the French word pensée, meaning thought, and were given by the Victorian as tokens of thoughtfulness. Together, the dragonfly and pansy indicate a harmony of thought and action. Like the dragon, so you could be praying or like centering your thoughts or staying aligned. Very graceful. The dragonfly, right? Dragon. Like the dragonfly hovering above water, you were healthy and confident in your physical. Yeah, water. Water. A lot of water energy. Still a lot of planets in Scorpio and Pisces, Neptune and Saturn. Your physical skill is matched by your mental and emotional strength. Very nice. Yeah, there could be something that's like psychological warfare kind of energy, so you kind of have to, or maybe there's just like maturity, being mature to, manage to manage something. Your physical skill is matched by your mental and emotional strength. Is my attention shared among my various interests and endeavors, or do I tend to favor just one? Am I satisfied with how I spend my time and energy? How can I build more balance in my life? I feel like you are quite balanced. There is something here about balanced already, so you could be already quite balanced. You could be a dancer. You could be wearing heels. You could be just like there's something graceful about you. Maybe let's go ahead and get your advice. Actions. What's the actions for Sag? It's funny that they're all reversed, not reversed, flipped upside down, but that one was reversed, so that's funny. You could be returning to something in the present moment. This could be a thought or a pattern. Could have been dealing with a Capricorn or somebody with strong Capricorn in the past. Similar cards were popping in their reading, but for you in your past position, or so maybe I'm thinking you were dealing with a Capricorn in the past. Could have been a friend or a coworker or something that just went awry. Could have been very fast, quick, in and out energy. There's some kind of strength as well. Tell me more. Sag advice. Yeah, like if you were alchemizing something, okay. Tell me more advice, please. Actions. You could be opening up to your options or considering many options. I feel like this is a time to consider your options, not to narrow yourself down, change your perspective, be very flexible and fluid here with the Nine of Cups about what brings you happiness, especially to do with your career, or your stability or your ability to like transform. Yeah, there's something about like moving beyond some kind of repetitive pattern maybe, or a Capricorn specifically. This could also be about boundaries or maturity, mastery, karmic lessons being learned. This could be regarding reciprocity dynamics, okay? Balancing the scales, justice, King of Pentacles. Somebody from the past might want to connect with you, or this could be just somebody in the future as well, just somebody who wants to connect with you emotionally specifically, or this could be happening slowly in time. Maybe this person's releasing things or you're releasing things still. You could have moved beyond some kind of healing in the past regarding your heart. You could be a Queen of Swords. You could have air sign placements, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius in your chart, in your rising sun or moon. You could have dropped a lot as well. There could be a masculine that wants to come in, Emperor on the top of the deck, or this could be you, but maybe somebody wants to show up in a certain way, in a way that's more genuine. King of Cups here with the Ace of Wands there. It's like they want to avoid disaster, I heard, or to avoid something from not working. It's like they're being very careful. They could be wanting to close out cycles of conflict as well, or they could be doing that. I guess we're grabbing this deck. Sagittarius, what's your advice from highest tense of light? Altar, okay. Coming of winter in the past. Sagittarius. Jeez. Hummingbird, more flying creatures in the future position. Thy winds beneath your wings are shifting, and if you don't pay attention, you may lose flight. Summer berries. Be wary of picking your harvest too early and risking losing the sweetness of it all. I mean, there's something here about leaving the fruit on the vine, right? Let's go ahead and read 19. Opened right to it. Swiftness, adaptability, and pivoting. Interesting. Hummingbirds are small but mighty with wings that beat almost I almost said 1,000, 100 times a second. They can travel great distances and change directions in an instant with smoothness and grace. Interesting. So there could be something about not being afraid to pivot as well. You two are being called to be more flexible when Hummingbird enters your reading. The current path you're on isn't suiting your needs, and it's time to consider some additional options, or at the very least, a new approach. Think about what is and what isn't working for you, and how you can use this information to bring clarity to your question. This card can also mean your situation is evolving rapidly, and you're not keeping up with and you are not keeping up with these changes, which can cause you to feel overwhelmed. If you're unwilling to adapt, it could be time to consider whether or not this is the right path, because the world will pass you by if you hold on too tightly to outdated methods. If you are reading about another person, receiving this card is a sign to speak up against someone who's too rigid in their thinking. So you could be dealing with somebody like that. Could be a Capricorn, doesn't have to be. But if you are reading about another person, receiving this card is a sign to speak up against someone who is too rigid in their thinking. So standing your ground could be extremely relevant as well. You will continue to see stagnation unless all involved are willing to be more flexible. This could be in your work, or it could be about reciprocity. But I'm going to get clarity on that because I'm kind of curious what that's about. Give me clarification on Hummingbird. This could be this King of Cups. It's right near the King of Cups. Or this could be somebody who wants to approach you in a way that's not toxic. It could be a boss. It doesn't have to be. Yeah, something to do with money. Could be a Gemini. It doesn't have to be. This could be somebody who speaks a lot. Somebody could be, I'm just going to say this side note, jealous of your style. I just got that. Don't take it if it doesn't apply. You could be very beautiful or could have a nice style or something about you. Maybe this person's not used to that or something. Let me just continue. What were we asking? Oh, yeah, about the hummingbird. Oh, what the deal? What's the dealio? So whatever you're manifesting, this could be a commitment. This could be a boss with the Hierophant here. This could be an organization, an institution. This could be something that you've imagined, that you maybe are thinking about or speaking to your spirit team about, or there could be something about tapping in intuitively that could really help you. You might have had to leave behind a family dynamic in the past or something that didn't bring you happiness in the past. You might need to hold back from something and move towards like a new opportunity or something that brings you more happiness. Yeah. Interesting. Yeah. Tell you more. Somebody could be watching you. Yeah. I'm going to pull one of these past life, Sagittarius. I feel like there's a big focus on your independence right now. Keeping things on the hush could be important. There's something about moving quick, though, in a way, too. Like maybe there's something you want to move on with the Eight of Wands there. This could be emotionally. There's something about like not getting invested in anything emotionally right now could also be important, or being willing to pivot emotionally right now could be really important. If you're reflecting, it's kind of like trying new foods. Like, do you like this food? Do you not? Could be a Capricorn because this card was in their reading. This could be like a promise. This could be like an oath. This could be like a soul contract that you could have evolved or just are rewriting. Yeah. There's something about, or a repetitive pattern even. Trust and faith. The arts, leaning into art at this time could be really important. Your spirit team could be trying to get your attention through art. I'm going to pull one of these. You could have Capricorn placements, don't have to, Sag. Jeez Louise. I'm not sure exactly what this is saying. Fill your cup, though. Maybe I'm just too tired for this reading, but I'm going to pull an angel and then we'll get into juicy messages. Ask for your needs to be met. God and the angels can only come to your aid if you make a free will choice to be helped, and it begins with asking. It doesn't matter how you ask, only that you do so. The same holds true with clearly asking others to assist. So, interesting. Interesting. Attracting, not chasing. Deservingness. This could be about deserving the right connections. I'm going to pull a Kali card, actually. Sagittarius. Do you have any messages for Sag from the highest themes of love and light, Angel Michael? Sorry if this reading isn't spot on today, but 12, you could be seeing 12 a lot. So let's see. She is your inner power to evoke a positive shift in circumstances. Interesting. This was on the top of the deck, number 4, Kali Mahamaya. Kind of feel drawn. The top of the deck usually means the future for me, so Kali Mahamaya is Kali Ma, the spiritual truth beneath all appearances, the healing waiting to be discovered in all experiences. In harmony with your higher self, she manifests the path upon which you best learn, heal, and grow. She is unclothed, symbolizing wild, unconditional authenticity. She is the empowerment to discard conditioning and judgments we have worn, cast off fearful constraints others have imposed. Connecting to your authentic being attracts healing, guidance, and divine grace to you now. Interesting. Even though Kali recognizes it is going to create a disconnection from the authentic needs and inner purpose of the soul. If we are on a path that merely seems promising on the surface, she evokes the situations that devastate the established order. Thus, she realigns us to a better path. This is her act of radical love to unfetter minds and clear perception. With the correct knowledge, we gain the capacity to proceed with wisdom. She will not allow you to be misled. If you've wandered from your past, she firmly reestablishes you on the best way to help heal, empower, and liberate you with joy. So when your plans or our plans suddenly seem thwarted, we need to ask whether we require more courage and growth to rise above the obstacle. Alternatively, we may need to step away from our initial plans and be open to a different path. We can discern authentic spiritual guidance from its effect. It brings a sense of relief, even when the path ahead seems challenging. Acting on true guidance causes us to grow, even when it opens a gentler and more graceful path. Misinterpreting guidance reinforces our ego patterns and keeps us stuck. How intriguing. Okay. I'm going to pull a Sabian because we haven't done these in a while. Even though I'm kind of tired while I'm reading, but you know what? We're going to keep trucking along. Sag. Ooh, came out quick. Scorpio 13. Let's go ahead and see. 18, that's funny on the clock as I say that. Very Scorpionic, very Scorpio-esque. We do have a lot of planets still in Scorpio, so it's a big focus on that for sure still. We are in Sag season, so wouldn't be surprising. Let's see, Scorpio 13. Oops. Maybe something's not going to work the first time, just like I kind of screwed up the first time. Let's see, Scorpio 13. An inventor performs a laboratory experiment. So there was something here about experimenting. It's hard to know from this symbol whether he's alone or working with others. Regardless of circumstances, he has taken responsibility for the outcome. The inventor has to imagine what's possible, gather necessary ingredients, and be willing to take a risk on whether things will work out or not. So this could be about like kind of do or die, or kind of like making a choice decision. His experiment may prove to be successful, scary, or downright dangerous and risky. If the inventor is doing something new and untried, he must be prepared to step out into the unknown territory and be prepared for the whole thing to blow up in his face. However, experiments don't really fail. Although he may have to start all over again with a new set of plans, something is always gained. So maybe there's something about just kind of like going through with the experiment, honestly. Kind of like blowing shit up just to see if it blows up. That's funny. It's reminding me of the scene from Barry, the TV show Barry, where it's like there's like a compilation of like funny clips from Barry, and one of them is like he's like on the phone call with like the bomb company who developed the bomb because he's like a hitman or something. Anyways, really funny. but then like she's like, have you tried turning it like turning the Wi-Fi off? And then you hear this explosion, and it's like, I see we've been successful, she says on the other side of the line, right at the phone. But anyways, because he's on a phone call while he's like troubleshooting or trying to troubleshoot. Um, let's see. If things are not working out at the moment, you probably need to experiment, try different combinations and possibilities. And doing so maybe there's something about like kind of throwing shit out the wall, like art, just kind of like trying to see what works. Like sometimes you got to readjust a painting a few times or try different strategies, praying, we're praying for people to heal maybe, or just kind of, let's see. In doing so, you will not, or maybe there's something that you need to like adjust. Like if you have somebody that you're dealing with that's, you have a hard time working with, and maybe you need to establish certain boundaries or something like that, or just kind of approach the person differently in a certain way, or just be more detached. In doing so, you will not only most likely find the solution to the situation, you also learn a lot from the errors that are made along the way. Look for creative solutions. So maybe there's something just about learning also through like just having, not being afraid to make mistakes as well. Look for creative solutions to the situation facing you. A lot of amazing discoveries can be made simply by having a go at something or creating the right mix of ingredients. As the situation unfolds, you learn clues as to what should be the next thing to do, tasks that are worth performing, or the risks that you are prepared to take. Be prepared to be inventive and make things up as you go along. Sometimes we have to just go for it and do what feels need to be done without knowing what the outcome's going to be. Take a few calculated risks along the way, and you just might discover something unexpected. Keywords: creating one's vision, thinking quickly and sorry, I didn't mean to say analyzing, but maybe that's relevant, and making momentary decisions, being prepared to risk failure. So it's kind of like when you're on the spot, you kind of have to just react. So maybe there's something about allowing your instinct to take over that could really help you as well. Bringing different mixes of things and or people together, taking calculated risks to see what happens, seeing if things live up to expectations, looking for answers. The mad professor, mixing chemicals, measuring and weighing, going by one's gut reactions, inventions and experiments, discovery laboratories and research to caution, becoming obscured by pointless goals. Interesting. Making things up, being one-eyed and focused to the exclusion of nothing else, not fully understanding the consequences of actions, always taking risks, not taking adequate cautions, not keeping track of what you're doing, ignoring warning signs, and being a mad professor. Always taking risks, not keeping track of what you're doing. I don't think that's the issue at all. So, but there could be something about, let's see some of these quotes. Westheimer's discovery: a couple of months in the laboratory can frequently save a couple hours in the library. What? A couple of months in the lab can frequently save a couple hours in the library. So it's kind of like you learn on the fly more so than maybe in a book. Discovery is seeing what everyone else has seen and thinking that no one else is seeing what everyone else has seen and thinking what no one else has thought. Seeing what? Okay. Anyways, science is the tool of the Western mind, and with it more doors can be opened than with bare hands. It is part and parcel of our knowledge, and obscures our insight only when it holds that the understanding given by it is the only kind there is. So if you're dealing with somebody very closed-minded or kind of dumb but thinks you're smart, if you shoot for the stars and hit the moon, it's okay, but you've got to shoot for something. A lot of people don't even shoot. So interesting, just aim for something. It's like it really doesn't matter what you're doing right now, just do it. Name the greatest of all the inventors. Accident. Okay, nice quote by Mark Twain. Attempt uh, the end and never stand to doubt. Nothing so hard, but search will find it out. Interesting. Attempt the end and never stand to doubt. Nothing so hard, but search will find out. We'll find it out. The man who makes no mistakes does not usually make anything. Edward J. Phelps. So this could be about relationships as well. It could be about contracts. Doesn't have to be. It could be about communications. It could be about money, finances. Let's go ahead and Jesus. Oh, okay. So maybe something about the third. What is that saying? It's like the third try is the bullseye. I don't know. Maybe I just made that up. But let's go ahead and see some juicy messages for Sag. There could be something about like having to dig for like the best one. It's kind of like if you're like digging for truffles, it might be hard at first. It's like because you're looking for a truffle, right? But then once you hit it kind of energy. So maybe you gotta hit it and quit it. I'm just kidding. Sagittarius, people and placements. Sorry, Sagittarius, for me to say. We are in Sag season. Happy birthday. Sagittarius. Happy birthday, Sagittarius. Quite a few, so I think we'll start here. Trying to find evidence sideways, take it as you will. Keep boundaries. So don't stay connected to people who are constantly draining. This could have been people from the past, potentially. You are in control here. You deserve authority over your life. And try to keep you boxed in. Be precise with your energy. And it says good choice equals good karma. Interesting. We did start your reading with karma, didn't we? Dumbass. You could have been dealing with a dumbass in the past. They will never admit their gift. Their gift? Okay. Well, I don't know. Trying to destiny swap. So maybe this person wants to give you their karma kind of energy by being around you. The more you move forward, the more clear things become. Energy is wealth. So really focus on protecting your energy. Miracle of prayer. Continue to pray. Constantly speak to your spirit team in your head. Ask for what you desire. Affirm they owe you spiritually. So somebody could be like paying their reparations, paying their due. Don't hate on people who are happy. So maybe somebody was doing that or dealing with that. Wanted you in fear. Cultivate gifts you were given. So continue to grow on your gifts, your skills, your talents. The inventor, stay away and have boundaries from those who don't pour into you. So maybe if you've been like tempted, the holidays or something like that, don't. They wanted you to feel negative and hide yourself because you're so powerful against the dark. So that's interesting. Don't fall for their drama. It says nothing can stop. So maybe somebody's trying to maybe you're dealing with somebody who's trying to sympathy bait you kind of energy. Nothing can stop when you walk with God. Nothing can stop it when you walk with God. Don't let anyone put you in a mood / slow you down. Interesting. So yeah, this could be like energy. You could be picking up on their energies too. You know your value now. Don't leave door open. Slam it shut. Wants to scare you to comply. So this could be somebody who's been could feel your energy, or is projecting things. Share your gifts. So continue to work on your gifts, your talents, clearing out what doesn't serve and seeding what does. And who is showing up reciprocally? Who's not? So who do you feel good around, right? What do you want to manifest in your life? Ignore them and celebrate. Fake nice. So maybe you're dealing with somebody who's fake nice. Energetic changes are felt. Yeah, so there could be like a reaction, right? They can feel these reactions. Hold your vision. So continue to manifest and ground. Don't force, allow ideas to come. So this could be about taking care of the simple things first. People say bad things about you. I don't know if it was upright or reversed, sideways. So I don't know. Maybe it depends who you ask. Yeah, sideways. Bring heaven to earth, anchoring prayers. So that could be really important, anchoring the highest timelines. Oh, this was Scorpio 11. That wasn't supposed to be out. Let's go ahead and read. All right, Scorpio 11 is a drowning man being rescued. Let's put that away. So maybe you have been rescued, especially if somebody threw you overboard or tried to. What would Hermione do? So that could be that girl from Harry Potter, is like being smart and trying to manipulate you, but I don't think it's working. So let's go ahead and see. Stork. The stork in flight promises delight. The stork in range signals change. Progress heals pain drawn from the past. Embrace kindness and new friendships last. Yeah, you could be this charming woman with flowers in hand, as with the gentleman. Her cards will command the fortunes revealed once the cards have been placed, and veil the fate destiny traced. Number 11 could also be irrelevant. Maybe we'll pull you one last familiar. Highest teams of love and light, guardian angels and guides. Angel Michael for the highest timelines. Blackbird omens. Interesting. Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Protection. Take these broken wings and learn to fly. Somebody could have been trying to make you less resourceful or take away your resources. Someone did not like me saying that. So that seems to be spot on. Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Where a blackbird be omens all around, songs in shadow, dead of night, listen to the sound. Hidden secret messages, mystical signs rife. Point towards the future to make magical one's life. 22 could be relevant. I have come into your life at this auspicious time to show you omen signs and symbols awaiting manifestation. I assist and guide you on your personal journey between the worlds so you can rediscover the mystical meaning of premonitions. You're an old soul carrying hidden secrets within the veil of concealment surrounding you. Many don't understand you because you're different, a solitary figure, ridiculed by those who don't understand your way of life. It's time to step into the unknown because people are fake, right? They just mimic each other. Monkey, like what do they say? One person's smart, a group idiots. herd mentality. It's time to step into the unknown and discover a whole new world awaiting you. No longer will you be in the shadows, hidden in the most unlikely places. You'll be in the open with newfound voice, words of power as you embrace your omens and visions with newfound clarity and determination, with steadfast courage and resilience. You go out in the world no longer winging it, but rather singing your soul back home in the song of the dead. Dead. I didn't mean to say that. Maybe this is dead. Maybe you're going through a lot of endings or just the concept of death. You could work with death as a concept, right? The song of the blackbird in the dead of night. Speak your truth without being silenced. So continue to speak your truth. If anything, speaking your voice, right? Birds are not afraid to caw. There's like lightning in this imagery. So there's something about that loudness that, actually the frequency of sound can really change and evoke a lot of things, right? The universe is all sound. It's all frequency. It's all vibration. The atoms, vibrating particles. Different states of matter. Speak your truth without being silenced. Trust your intuition. Pay attention to their warning calls and be alert to the signs around you. Recognize your potential as a seeker of knowledge and wisdom. Things are about to change for the better. Give 3 feathers to reveal secrets. Visions of blackbird in the dream work warns of danger. A flying blackbird in dreams is lucky. Placing a feather in one's hair aids intuition and assistance. Spellcasting. The goddess Rhiannon's familiars are 3 gifted blackbirds who help seekers gain access to magical secrets. So, interesting reading. I'll pull you one last of these. Fall into my arms, surrender. So, very interesting. Portal, doors are opening, you decide, rewards, wild card. All paths lead home. Inner authority, intuition, and turn your gaze within. Great time to do it with the Pisces moon, right? It's actually conjoining the North Node and Saturn and Neptune, I believe, in the later degrees of Pisces. So it's really like a great maturing energy that we're having to move us towards the North Node energies right now. But big focus on our intuition for sure. It's normal to look to the external world for answers or guidance, but what's revolutionary is turning the gaze within. You're being called to source your guidance from within, to study the terrain of your inner landscape. So maybe speaking with your spirit team in your head, developing a reliable relationship with your soul. The more time you spend connecting with your soul, the deeper the connection is. The challenge for empaths is staying connected without cutting off from the world. The best way to do this is develop a daily practice that helps you keep checking in. So doing all the time, journaling or speaking to your spirit team in the morning, in the evening, whatever, all the time, to draw on the wisdom within and let that be the authority in your life. If this card appears, you might be called to develop or switch up your spiritual practice to get in the habit of turning your gaze within, getting centered for the day before consuming anything from the outside world, to start with feeling at home. And throughout the day, find simple ways to keep coming home. This doesn't mean switching off from realities of today's world. We need as many conscious people living as possible with eyes wide open. Rather, it's a call to start the day from a place of connectedness. And also, it's actually, I think you can tell people that are happy in their home life, right? Because they kind of emanate this kind of peaceful energy. Or just somebody who's happy, it doesn't even have to be in their home life, could just be emotionally, right? So when you go in the world and when you let the world in, you do it from an unshakable state of being, because it's like you're so grounded. It's the foundation, the home, right? A state where you draw your strength, authority, and guidance from a place deep within. And Jupiter is in Cancer right now as we're filming this, so it's definitely Jupiter rules Sagittarius season, which we're currently in as well. So a big focus on that kind of sense of home. And Cancer gets along with Sagittarius energy very well. They're both very protective planets. They both want growth and nurture and healing, right? So that's expansion versus maybe the opposite characteristics could be more Capricornian or Gemini, Mercury energy, which is very analytical, very cutting, very, it's kind of when the sun is not as building, it's more waning. So there's something about the reduction quality of those energies, but versus the kind of growth qualities. But I'm going to end it here. Thank you so much for being here. Please hit like, subscribe, and get a personal through the Buy Me a Coffee link, or leave a tip through there. Best of luck. Take care.